Dave dislocated his in a kind of plank position, hands out in front of him, and had a posterior dislocation. So the goal with any rehab journey like this is for him to be able to withstand the mechanism of injury that happened the first time around. So we want him to be able to be on a surfboard, have a big wave hit him, and not worry about that shoulder coming out the back of the socket. So everything we do in the rehab journey is moving him in that direction. So we need to find a dose of that stimulus that he can tolerate and recover from and adapt positively without re-aggravating the issues. So from a stability point of view, we want to get him comfortable centrating that shoulder in the socket in other directions, because the one that injured him is the last one we're going to work on because it carries the most risk and is probably in his head the riskiest position. So we don't want to jump straight in at the deep end. So I would recommend going in with things like side planks, maybe even crab walks, where we are asking the shoulder to stay in position and get stable, but without pushing into the direction where damage occurred or where the dislocation occurred. Once he has got a baseline level of stability, and like any exercise, we need to try to pitch it at a level we know he can do successfully. So if we're asking him to do full side planks on the hand in a starfish with lots of motion, that's probably going to be too much immediately post dislocation. So having him lying on his side on his hip with just his elbow, doing short exposures, microdosing the stimulus to a level where he can start to successfully execute the exercise and build some positive momentum would be a great way to begin that journey. And like any progressive overload in the gym, we just want to slowly ask for a little bit more each session. Because it's not hugely demanding from a muscle perspective, we can do this a little bit more often. Like you can do small doses of side planks 3, 5, even 7 days a week, and be guided by how the body recovers. If you feel beat up and sore, then you might need a little bit of a rest. Just sensible progression in this way is the best way to go. So once we've got that stability, we can start pairing that with some range of motion work, always bearing in mind that stability is the first priority.